Hi, how you doing? And welcome back to another video on the channel. What I've got for you today is the preview video going into Game Week 36. I'm going to take a quick review of how my team did in Game Week 35, and then I'm going to talk team selection, transfer advice, and captaincy options moving forward. If you are new to the channel, I know it's near the end of the season, but if you could subscribe, that is very much appreciated, and it will keep you in contact with all of the new information and videos we'll be putting out next season. Let's take a look at how my team did this game week. And in goal, there wasn't too much going on. Typically with keepers, it's either a clean sheet or it's not. Not everyone's going to get a Jose Sa return like we did last week every game week. So 1 point is just what it is for goals. However, in defence, pretty good. We had Kanate starting, who didn't come on at all in the Liverpool game, which I was very relieved about. And then Murillo not only got a goal, but 2 bonus points to go with it for 10 points to come in off my bench, which is massive at this stage of the season. And it's even more important because a lot of people own a Forest defender. So if they just got a clean sheet, that doesn't really impact my rank rise very much. But the fact that they lost the clean sheet means anyone else who owns a Forest defender that's not Murillo loses their points. And a Murillo goal gives me that extra edge and that rank rise increase. So whilst I lost some points for not a Forest clean sheet, the difference in points compared to other FPL managers was massive for that. Gvardiol also got 2 bonus points for his clean sheet. I'm loving the fact that Man City keep playing listed midfielders in defence because there's just less players for the clean sheet bonus points to go around to. So that's why Gvardiol is a bonus point magnet at the moment. He might not be scoring goals, but he is definitely getting those consistent bonus points more often. So in midfield, it wasn't amazing. Like Salah and Murphy, not good, but I didn't captain Salah at least, especially because he played after Mbumo. And because Brentford scored 4 goals, I was thinking, oh, wish Mbumo had got a couple of returns out of the 4 goals. But I'm just glad he got something because a blank would just not have been good. And because players like Salah, Marmoush, even Watkins, they all blanked, anything from Mbumo was great. And I brought in Bowen, and he got a goal and 3 bonus points as well. So they're my 2 most recent transfers in, and it's nice to see it paying off with points. Up front, Isak got that last minute penalty and 3 bonus points to go with it. So if you captained Isak, fair play to you. And it does go to show that just the small margins that happen in FPL, because that's the difference between 2 points and 9 points, and that does make a huge impact on your rank increase, those little moments. So well done if you captained him as well, because you got a ton of points from that. So overall, 55 points for the week. Pretty good. Some last minute big points hauls coming in there. But I did get a green arrow of about 60k. So that is my 5th green arrow in a row, which is the right time of season to have them. I've still got my bench boost and my free hit still to use in the final 3 game weeks. So I'm just going to see how far I can continue to rise, or at least not fall back down using those chips. So let's get into captaincies, and it's a pretty interesting week for captaincy because Liverpool do play Arsenal. So Salah is not the best option for a change, and you might argue he's not been the best option for a while, but it does leave the door open for some key fixtures, namely Brentford away at Ipswich and Man City away at Southampton. For me personally, I'll be captaining Mbumo away at Ipswich. I just think Brentford keep attacking no matter what, whereas Man City, they are the sort of team that will just go 2-0 up and control the game. Of course, they could score a lot against Southampton, but I don't necessarily see them going wave after wave of attack like Brentford do. So I think Marmoush is probably the safer option, maybe, for just getting something. But Mbumo has that massive points haul potential that you would want from your captain at this stage of the season. I also think Haaland being back on the bench, I don't think it will necessarily affect Marmoush's minutes, but it is just another player to contend with for minutes for Man City. So I could see Marmoush getting taken off early, maybe for Haaland. He can, of course, play with Haaland, but then you've got Grealish, Foden, Savinho, Doku, Kovacic, De Bruyne. I'm sure there's more in there as well, who also have to get some minutes for Man City. So for me, it would be a Mbumo and then a Man City option. And then, you know, if you wanted to play Salah, Captain Salah, then you could go for that as well. So my team for this game week doesn't look too bad at all. Now, Murillo went off with an injury last night, so you're going to have to check how he's getting on, because Leicester at home would have been a great fixture for a Forest defender, and I could lose those points differentials if the rest of the Nottingham Forest defenders that everyone owns plays, and then they get a clean sheet and Murillo doesn't play at all. So I'm happy for Semedo to come in off the bench. I've also benched Murphy as well. Chelsea at home is not the best fixture, and I could make a transfer. I've got one free transfer, but because I'm going to be using my bench boost in 37, I kind of want to keep the transfers flexible. Murillo could be fit again, and he might be all right, and he might play in this game week and in game week 37. If he doesn't, then I'd need to use a transfer on him if I'm going to use my bench boost. And it's the same sort of thing with Murphy. I could use a transfer on Murphy this game week, but if Murphy's on my bench anyway, it doesn't have that much of an impact in my overall starting 11. And if I use that transfer and then someone else gets injured, it really does sort of nullify my bench boost potential. So I think flexibility is key, especially with my starting 11 that I'm really happy with this game week. I think a lot of the fixtures, you know, they've got players playing Ipswich, Leicester, Man United, Southampton, you know, Spurs. I think it's a really good starting 11. So I am just going to sit on it for now and not use any transfers. But let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you've got any, you know, any sort of chip usage plans that you're trying to work out when best to use it. Always like chatting FPL in the comments. Please do subscribe if you're new, like the video, it is really appreciated. Hopefully you've had a good game week, and I will see you in the next one.